Stories, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey guys, welcome back here to Snowman86. You join me on another episode of Cat and Crafts. So today, unfortunately, if you watched the ATS video that went out, just explained a little bit about what happened. So we've lost our save game file, so we are starting afresh. And luckily today, a update for Cat and Crafts has come out, so it's not a bad time to do this. I think it's now version 0.9.8.2. Lots of little improvements, and one, if I stop talking for a second, hopefully you can hear all that. Standing here at the, I suppose you'd call it the co-op, where you'd get your seed and fertilizers and stuff, and we now have extra background noise, which is a nice feature. Not much has changed to our character, but if we walk, we now have different style of footsteps depending on what we're walking on. You can kind of hear a hustle and bustle of the town itself, which is nice, and there's been lots of little details just added around the map, which hopefully we'll get a chance to spin around quickly and see. Lots of just lots of little extras added in. The sewage plant has gotten an overhaul. The vehicle dealer was revised. The main farmhouse was revised. Some of the sheds were revised. BGA silo paths were revised. The path system at field entrances was revised. An issue with the Hammer Corn King maze unit, where it was using too much cheese, has been corrected. So that's just some of the updates. There's also a lot of bug fixes and a couple of new features as well. So if I just scroll up here quickly, some of the new features: improved vehicle physics, they've reworked a couple of bugs. They've also updated it to the latest physics engine, which I believe is PhysX 4.1. Again, as I was just describing, you can now hear birds in the background, environment sounds were added, footstep sounds. So strangely enough, we got a icon over the traffic, must check that out. You can now attract and scare animals away. Previously you could only attract, I believe anyway, I don't believe you could scare them off, or at least I'm not aware. Extra bushes were added. Bushes configured to seasons update. That one intrigues me. What I'm thinking there is the likes of maybe this, because we are obviously started the game in probably the 4th of April. Is that the way the dates work? I can't quite remember, but you'll see there's no foliage here on these bushes, so be a nice touch if they are. We now have a garage as well at the farm workshop, and the farmhouse has got a workshop, so it's got a garage and a workshop at the farmhouse. So I have no vehicles at the moment because we are just at a fresh start, so you'll see all the missions are fresh to me here on the side. So we've 4 new missions available, so we're just going to plow through a few of them, and hopefully we'll get to the vehicle dealer at some stage. So I'll see you again in a second. We probably won't show them unless something new or fantastic pops up, but we'll see how we go. So while we're down here, we're just going to quickly have a look around the dealer. I believe a couple of these vehicles have been added, and also you'll see the showroom now is displaying 4 tractors in here. So it's just to add a bit of life to the area itself. Still have the truck in the background, and don't think anything is going on over here, but we'll have a quick look. Nope, there is nothing going on there. So they've just added a little bit of life to the dealership by adding those couple of extra tractors in the window and stuff, and it's a nice little touch. And again, if we move away from our noisy tractor, you'll hear, if we get over here, the faint sounds of people working. Even though we don't see them, but it still just adds a little bit of life to the map, which is nice to see. One thing I have noted so far is when you are driving around, not sure where that takes you, just around the back. When you're driving in the cab of the tractor, unfortunately, you can still hear the birds. Don't think that should happen. Between the noise of the tractor and the insulated of the cabs, unless you have the bird in. Probably won't happen now. So you can still faintly hear these sounds of working around. And yep, game is going to make a fool of me. Not hearing any bird noises. So we're just going to get this back to the farm, and once we're there, we'll jump back in and see the differences around the farm. So we are back at our farm, and our house does look a lot different. I can hear a couple of different noises as well in the background. Not sure if they're being picked up, but there was definitely a... Oh, the lights are automatic. That's a nice touch. So we have a pit. So it did say a workshop. I wonder, is the ability to customize vehicles slowly coming to the game? Which again, lovely to see it if it is. Have a bit of a workbench over here. A couple of tools. Unbranded can of spray. Bought the cheap stuff. So new building there. I also believe the farm door now is automatic. Yes, it is. Don't think much is changing here. Our bedroom is still here for sleeping. So if we get up close, we can sleep. Again, oh, that's nice. And it looks like it's adjustable. Don't remember having this here before either. So we can now adjust, or we have a fertilizer calculator on the yard, which is nice. So definitely nice. And does it output a price? It does tell us a rough price. Um, so for I believe the way it works is this 500 kgs. These are the values that it would change our fields by, if we're spreading. Um, Still missing that bit where the spread rate is. That's just the amount we have in the tanker. It would be nice if there was also a spread rate here column that you could adjust your spread rate up and down, and then hence these values would change to give you a more accurate representation of what's going on in the field. But still, we have a calculator at the house. Nice. Can we go upstairs? Nope. Door's locked. Back door work? It does. So that's out into our yard, and then this is back out in here. So the texture on buildings has changed as well. They're not as the roofs were, I think they were like a brighter red. These are more of a natural looking kind of slate color, so nice to see. So also you notice on the ground now we do have um, effects. So we have like tire tracks where we've been coming in and out, which is nice. Two implements here, so that's a nice touch. Seems to be across these couple of sheds, which nice little feature there. Not sure what the buzzing is, but again, nice to have it. Or is that, or could be in here actually, is it? So I believe we can now go up here. And we seem to also have stalls. Are these? Oh, interesting. These. Oh, I think they might be actually. These could be the your silos. So they're a bit small, but you'll see the pipe comes up along here for unloading. And I think we can we jump into one? We can't, but you see that hole in the floor? That is where the product comes out when you're unloading, and obviously drops in there when you're loading in. So very interesting to see that. Door doesn't open, so I think we've 10 all in. Last one is not numbered, but we did have 10 previously, so we should still do. So it'll be interesting to test that out and see. So not sure then what these two are, but nice to see. And again, you'll notice the same effect on the ground. Tire tracks. Oh, maybe we can do manual loading, unloading. That'd be nice. So again, all the terrain effects are there, and they've added new ones to the bottom of the buildings. I think it's at the BGA where the silos have changed. The last shed to check out is our cow shed. And after that, then we'll take a quick trip across to the BGA. So you can see we do have cattle in here, and there's now kind of straw and grass on the ground, which is just nice, instead of it being a perfectly clean shed. And you can hear the flies. Don't ever remember hearing that before. So definitely all nice features. Front loaders here. So there's definitely been some work done. So we're going to jump in the class short term, and we're just going to shoot out to the BGA and also to the sewage area, and that should see us. We should see what new features await for us out there. So again, I'll see you in the two areas shortly, guys. So we're just rolling into the BGA now. Not sure if much has changed. We'll jump out first and just see. I don't think a whole pile has changed. So we'll just take a little drive around to where we rolled up if we were using the digestive out of the BGA. And what's a nice little feature as well is that hose that's on the ground will connect. Seem to be getting better frame rates in the cab. Not sure, I'll have to double check settings in shortly. But this is the BGA. We'll just eliminate that. And if we just quickly run over, maybe it's to do it's possibly with the auto unload and drive through features here, I'd say more so than and that could be also the same said for the fields. It had the same phrasing. Pat's improved, so and that is probably one thing we should check out as well is a field. So we'll just bring up the map here. We have a field straight in front of us, so we go check out that. Ooh, I wonder if this patch down here fixed. We'll shortly see, but we're just going to check the field entrance. Looks like I might have missed it, but it looks like it's somewhere along here. Again, there's no real pack cut into it. That would be a nice thing if there was. Just kind of even a muddy track would do. So if we get down to this side of the map, there used to be like an area here that wasn't textured or rendered in, and I think if I'm driving it was somewhere around here, and it appears to have been sorted out, so that's good to see. So just going to whip here before any more traffic comes. So that appears to have been solved as well, so that's fantastic to see. Nice to see progress always being made. Um, Handling of the tractor, can't really tell too much yet. There's no real load on it. It's probably going to be hard to get a comparison, as when we did the reset, I've noticed a lot of my force feedback settings have seemed to be adjusted, so I need to play with that as well. Basically the steering wheel is a lot lighter, and the auto centering feature appears to have disappeared from it. Handy in some circumstances, but I do like a heavier feel on the wheel, so we'll try and put that back to play as well at some stage. Bring up the map again, so we're just going to shoot out the road here quickly to the BG, or the sewage plant. And apparently this has been improved as well, so we're just going to shoot out and see, and we might as well take the drive while we're going, just to see the effects. There seems to be a lot more detail in the map. I know I don't drive this road a whole pile, but I don't remember seeing that shed there to the left, or the right even, sorry. This detail that was here, what part of this? We might as well swing in and have a look. I don't remember seeing it before. I think this could be new to the map. No symbols appear to be featuring at the moment, so I'm not sure has it got a function. Seems to be like a yard, but it looks like it's possibly going to be a sell point at some stage. For what? I don't know. Oh no, actually that seems to be a wash station, or wash bay. So if I pull in there, do I get a clean tractor icon? Doesn't seem to be coming up. Tractor's probably not even dirty enough to get it. Seems like some sort of, I don't know, maybe transport company. Seems to have a workshop area here. Again, not sure why. Could be suit maybe my field of view settings. I will adjust it and see later. But just getting kind of a horrible tear on the screen in third person that we're not getting in first person. So we'll have to check that out. So again, nothing coming, so we'll swing out and away we go. So that's definitely a new area. Don't remember seeing that before. So the map is getting constantly upgraded. Wow. So they weren't lying when they said they overhauled the sewage plant. Um, Definitely a lot more detail added here. So as we just pull in, so we've a couple of skips on the right. There's our fill point, and a couple of the treatment tanks working away. Also some buildings, another treatment tank here working away. So nice bit of detail added. I like it. Must say that is nice. What looks like could be manure there. Another feature with a load and unload point, so that's interesting to see. And you now have a way in, way out kind of entrance. Whereas before, I think the rope just looped, or the road even looped around on itself to the one point. Let's see if we notice anything extra on the map. Um, Animals are in the same place. Everything else seems to be in the same area. So it's just lots of small little additions, but definitely nice to see it. So I think we'll probably call it quits here, guys. As I say, we do have, if I jump in, I quickly show you, we do have to start again. So we have all the missions to get through. We will select a few of them and show them out again. But as I say, we are starting afresh. In terms of cattle, we're down to 20. We did have, I think, 44. And even in terms of fields owned, if I scroll out here, you'll see we're back to owning. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. So we're back to only the 2 far off fields that we did sell. We also sold this field, and we've lost all the ones we had around us, but we'll get them back. Definitely get them back. And hopefully we kind of have a better understanding of where we want to be from our first time playing through. So we'll see how it goes in this one. As I say, some of it will be done on screen. If you want to see more of it, or if you want to see anything different in it, let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to see what way we can go about it. It's a shame because I was intrigued to see the wheat and barley harvests that we had to do, but unfortunately we've lost those, so we need to get them back as well as soon as we can. But for now, nice little update, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So guys, I've been Snowman86. This has been Cat and Crops, and if you like what you see and you want to see more, guys, as always, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. We're, I think, 19 away from 100 subscribers, which I don't think I ever thought I'd get to. So much appreciated to all those who have subscribed, and yeah, we'll see you all again on the next one, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.